And that's where we begin on 11 Live News at 4. Tonight, we are learning new information about the Kennesaw man accused of firing more than 500 bullets towards the Centers for Disease Control and killing DeKalb County Police Officer David Rose.
That's right. So the Georgia Bureau of Investigation shared some of what they've uncovered from interviews and evidence at the house of Patrick Joseph White, the shooter here at a news conference today. I should say accused shooter. 11 Live's Grace King joining us live from the CDC. So Grace, you did hear directly from the GBI and FBI this morning. There's a lot of speculation about the motive here. What are they saying about a possible motive?
Well, the GBI says it found writings inside the suspect's home that shared his discontent for the COVID-19 vaccine, but did not make any threats of violence. They're trying to work out to see what changed between Friday and, of course, that attack.
On Tuesday, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation releasing this photo of Patrick Joseph White, a 30-year-old from Kennesaw who they say fired hundreds of shots at the Centers for Disease Control, killing DeKalb County Officer David Rose.
His sacrifice will never be forgotten, and his commitment to protecting others is a profound testament to the very best of the law enforcement profession.
White then died by suicide, special agents say. They found 5 different firearms in his possession. It was a mixture, I believe, of, rifles, a shotgun, and maybe a handgun. I'm not completely sure on that. The majority, I believe, of the shell casings recovered were from a long gun rifle. GBI Director Chris Hosey says all of those weapons were registered to White's father.
All indications in our investigation was that they were secured and that he forced his way into the safe that contained the weapons.
Records and 911 calls obtained by 11 Alive show at least 10 911 calls to the White home in the last 2 years, including suicide threats and domestic disturbances. But nothing uncovered so far suggests he'd harm others.
I would describe it as more of a public awareness. There was no direct threat.
Hey, Grace. Okay, so we do know that 21 states, as well as D.C., they have so-called red flag laws. We know that these provide a legal framework for removing guns from those who could be a harm to themselves or others. But here in our state, we don't have a red flag law. Do we know if that could have helped here?
Well, we spoke with multiple policy experts who say that would depend on the law, how it's written, and who had those concerns. Some versions only affect the guns owned by the person in danger, while others affect all firearms in the residence. In this case, again, the GBI says that the suspected shooter broke into the gun safe where his dad stored his dad's guns. Live in DeKalb County, Grace King, 11 Live News.